There we are. Hi. Hi, Bruins. This is not Alexis. And this is not Alexis.
Yeah, no. I'm Al.
And I'm Mrs. Simna. And we're here for a special edition pre-show. Most of the seniors, in fact, all of the seniors, I think, except you, are up in the gym right now.
Yeah, probably.
Practicing lip sync,
Yeah.
right? Are you involved in lip sync, Al?
To some degree.
To some degree. Are you like pressing buttons backstage and things? And
Pretty much, yeah.
Controlling lights? Awesome, awesome. Well, I wanted to make a special request of Al. For years, actually, I've wanted to do this, and I finally got her on camera. This is the brains behind the BBN right here. Everyone in the studio, clap for Al. Woo! We finally got her on the BBN. So Al, tell us about your journey on the BBN. When did you join, and what various jobs have you worked behind the scenes, and how exactly do you help make this place run?
So I started back all the way when the BBN started, and we were recording with a cell phone and a desk, I believe is the line we've been using.
Cell phone and a desk.
And when we started then, it would literally be, we would just be sitting behind as they recorded on a camera, and then you would edit it on WeVideo, and you'd have about a week to do it. Mm-hmm. And I was usually doing it 2 hours before it was due, but that's what you do.
We always got it in on time, right? And I think we did like Thursdays. We had
it was like Wednesdays or Thursdays or
one
something.
pre-recorded show a week,
Yeah.
and all the headlines were usually out of date by then because we had to record them like on the Monday, right?
It was a lot of fun.
And then we grew, right?
Yeah, and then we grew.
So tell us about that process.
We then moved to your old room, and then we didn't have nearly as much equipment as we do now. We had, I think, literally just the switcher, the cameras, the soundboard.
And soundboard, yep.
It was very bare bones, but it was a lot of fun. I usually was running sound or switcher. That was where I lived for the majority of the time until I started being like, okay, I guess I'm telling people what to do now.
Yeah. Yeah. So last year was your first year as assistant or
co-station manager,
manager with Jacob Myers. And now you're full station manager with an assistant. What has it been like to be station manager? What are your jobs behind the scenes? What do you do?
Well, it's been a lot of fun. A lot of the times I'm actively during the mornings, I set up the stream, and then I'm kind of calling the shots on where we go when. So it's when we say go to, like when we're going to the prayer, it's like you just say, hey, we're going to prayer now, and then they do that. You kind of just get to be like a little bossy, which is kind of fun sometimes.
I mean, you're so good at that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're so good at being in charge. So take us through like a normal opening day, like a normal pre-production, 7:15 to 7:50 when we go live. What's happening? What do we have to do in this studio that like 12 or 15 of us that are still actually working? I think Maria's still working on the slides over there. So like, what's the pre-production process like every single day to prep a news show like this?
So it starts out, like you said, at 7:15. Sometimes 7:20 if people get here a little late, but that happens.
It's okay.
It's okay.
And we don't have to tell them that. We all get here on time.
Yeah.
Exactly at 7:15. Just kidding.
So it starts out with, everybody has different jobs to do in the morning. So the anchors are working on getting their script from the headlines, and pre-shows doing their own thing. Slides are designing their slides for the morning. Prayer and closing are getting all of their thoughts together and getting what they need to record. And I'm setting up the stream on my Chromebook when it decides to work.
It always works. Today was like the only exception.
I know, it's so weird.
That's okay.
And then after we get everything set up, then we are recording with the green screen, which is fun to do.
Mm-hmm. Very fun. When Gordy is behaving.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about who Gordy is?
So Gordy is the green screen gremlin.
Yeah.
He likes to make things not work.
Or he likes to make people like kind of disintegrate.
Yeah.
Like Avengers Infinity style. Yeah. They're like floating away bit by bit.
Kind of looks cool sometimes.
It does look cool. And then there'll be times where we're completely set up and it looks great, and then the green just like
Yeah, it's like
flips into place.
It just decides.
Come
suddenly,
on, Gordy.
Yeah. Suddenly it's like, oh, I don't like this light anymore. I want to be special.
So we record everything on green screen. We record prayer in the morning. We record Bruno's bulletin, and then we record closing, right? And then we record anything else that we need, like pre-show wise. And then all of that goes into playback. So then there's the playback position, and then there's a slideshow, and then there's a switcher. You talked about switcher before. Yeah. Why is the switcher so important?
Because that's literally that's controlling everything that is directly going out to the stream itself.
Yeah.
So whatever we decide is going to be seen on the YouTube stream itself, that's being controlled by the switcher. That's how you get to see either the slideshow or the camera or a random video. Like
B-roll
that's
or
the
something
B-roll
like
or
that,
whatever
right?
it is. That's where that's all coming.
And we have added inputs over the years. Like it used to be like camera 1, camera 2 of the slideshow. And there was camera 1, camera 2, camera 3
Yeah,
for
we
a
had
while.
three for
we
a
had
while.
3 cameras. And then the slideshow, and then the green screen, and then playback, right? We had like all sorts of things. I remembered what we didn't have that first year in my old room. We didn't have playback. Do you remember we used to have to play videos through the slideshow? We had to insert videos from the slideshow and then like hope and pray that it worked because it was pulling from the Google Drive cloud.
That was.
So we've come a long way, and it takes a lot to do a show like this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun though.
Are you sad to see it coming to an end for you? Like
yeah.
senior year? Yeah,
I'm
you
like-
gonna miss it?
I'm excited to see what it's going to turn into.
Yeah.
I'm a little sad that it's like, okay, I'm not going to be there for it, but it's going to be awesome to see still.
You know what I realized the other day? We have 15 BBN seniors that are leaving.
Oh my gosh.
15 who've been on the ground floor since like freshman year. Soon. Podcast. Cell phone. Okay. Jeez,
It's not
man.
flash.
Pike. Thanks, Al.
Yeah. Peace out.
Let's pause where we are, quiet our hearts, and begin this day as a community in prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Good and loving God, send your spirit of healing, that she may accompany our shepherd Pope Francis in his illness. As he endures pain and discomfort, give him strength and peace. May he experience the continued grace of your mercy. May your uncontrolled love comfort him and help him heal. May his faithful and humble service continue to be a beacon of hope for each of us who continue to serve your kingdom. Through your Son, Jesus, the great healer of all.
Ottawa. 7th, and it is a white day, and Olympic Day is tomorrow. Today's lunch special is loaded fry boats, French fries with choice of chicken beef or BBQ pork. And today's high is 41 degrees and cloudy. Today after school, we have our pie eating competition. Fling being back to the news.
From the students.
So today's deck.
Like a little frog.
Thursday Bruins, the BBN has the scoop on Olympic Week's second round of preliminaries yesterday, the spikeball tournament. Riley Avon has the story.
The junior class men and faculty women continued to dominate the preliminaries in Wednesday afternoon's Olympic Week spikeball tournament, but sophomores and freshmen did some catching up on the leaderboard.
I think it's going pretty well. A lot of people showed up. Sophomore girls are in the semifinals.
We're feeling great. Feeling great?
Yeah. Starting off strong, sophomore ladies Chloe Messiah and Larice George beat out the freshman team in the first round and beat out seniors Riley Avon and Emma Takis in the semifinals. But faculty ladies Mrs. Kucharski and Mrs. Zamborski defeated team sophomores to take first place in the final round.
Was it really good? Oh my gosh, I'm winded. These kids are awesome. What can I say? But this partner, she's awesome. Awesome.
Let's serve her right here.
Meanwhile, both freshman and junior men's teams won their preliminary rounds against the sophomores and the seniors. So the semifinals featured 2 rounds of junior versus freshman games. Juniors Braden Mordarski, fresh off his ping pong win this week, and Kevin Antoneda beat out freshmen James George and Vincent Pierce. And juniors Nick Cario and James Zarzexini beat out Joseph Zarilla's team to clinch first place across the board for junior boys.
This is a team sport. Yeah. Came in, we had great communication.
Yeah, great job.
Came in
Also,
knowing
thankful
we
for
needed
my
each
team.
other. And we just did what we had to do.
So the faculty and juniors head into our final preliminary round, the pie eating contest, with solid leads over the other classes. And the junior class has a good 25-point lead in the games. Can the seniors turn this around before Olympic Day? Come by the cafeteria after school and find out.
Juniors on top. Yeah. Juniors on top.
Oh, thanks, Riley, and great job to all our preliminary players.
Attention Bruins! You all got an email last night from Mrs. Simna requiring one of 2 things. Either purchase your Spring Fling ticket now if you haven't already, or let her know via email if you will no longer be attending the dance.
Admin is determining whether we have enough people for the dance to proceed by noon today, so we need to know our total headcount in order to make that decision. Come on, Bruins.
Any questions? See Mrs. Simna. And speaking of Spring Fling, we have one more bonus Guess That Teacher photo to wrap up our February broadcasts here. See if you can guess who this is, Padua.
I honestly have no idea who that is.
Me neither.
Yep. Hey, Bruins, do you want to be a leader who makes a difference? Then join Mr. Morell as he explains making good first impressions in a digital world. The presentation will take place on Tuesday, March 4th at 7:15 a.m. in the library. Donuts will be available. This is the first of 4 presentations sponsored by the Franciscan Leadership Institute.
Hey Bruins! Today is the day we've been waiting for here at the BBN. Tomorrow's rally schedule means that this is our last broadcast of February 2025. No. So we're ready to draw our winning pre-show player.
To review, you're able to get 1 entry per day for every time you engage with the BBN. So if you participated in the live chat, wrote to Lady Hazelton, submitted a headline, shout out, or played in the Lucas Challenge, you have that many challenges here in the Olympic Day Cup.
And to do the honors, we're going to bring in Mrs. Simna to pick our winner. Everybody ready?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be me.
You should be a little.
$50 Amazon gift card. She's really digging in there. I am. Lucas!
No way!
Oh my gosh!
No way!
It's Lucas!
Lucas!
It's Lucas! This makes me so happy. It's Lucas Fulldower who won the $50 gift card. All
That's
of that
fitting.
trivia paid off.
Yes. Wow.
Great job,
We'll
Lucas.
be sending you your gift card soon. Yay, Lucas!
Yay!
Good job, Lucas. Your gift card will be delivered soon. No need to find us. We'll find you. And thanks for being our winning pre-show player.
Hey, Riley. Yeah. You ever heard of a situation where 2 people start off as friends and then one develops feelings for the other and those feelings aren't returned?
Yep, definitely. And Lady Hazelton calls this an accidental romance. And in her weekly cup of wisdom, she had this to say.
The key to dealing with a classic case of accidental romance is to be as gentle as a chamomile breeze, yet firm as a well-steeped Earl Grey. Your gallant suitor deserves a response that is kind, clear, and most importantly, quick. Let us not leave him on red, lest he sit by his phone in agony, refreshing the chat like a forlorn poet staring at a blank parchment. We cannot always control how others receive the truth, only how we deliver it. If he needs time or space, let him have it. A strong friendship can endure an awkward moment, but a forced one will crumble like a stale biscuit.
Wise words indeed, Lady Hazelton. Wise words indeed. If you have a problem you can't solve, check out Lady Hazel's tea shop on BruinBroadcastNetwork.com, along with dozens of student-written pieces covering the latest Padua news.
Before we go, the identity of our final Spring Flings of the Past photo series is Mr. Duraco with hair.
Never would have guessed.
Thanks for sharing, Mr. Duraco. You're a class act.
That's all we have for you today, Padua. Now over to the closing thought.
Your closing thought of the day, Bruins. Don't let your struggle become your identity. Ponder that one, Padua, and go elevate.